In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to manage board creation restrictions in Trello. Trello is an incredibly useful tool for organizing projects, collaborating with teams, and staying on top of your tasks. But when you're managing multiple boards and workspaces, it's important to have control over who can create new boards and how they're shared. Today, I'll walk you through the step-by-step process to manage board creation restrictions in Trello so you can ensure your workspace stays organized, secure, and aligns with your team's needs. Let's get started. First, open your web browser and go to www.trello.com. Once the page loads, look at the top right corner of the screen and click the Login button. From here, enter your email address or choose a sign-in option like Google or Microsoft if your organization uses single sign-on. Follow the prompts, and when requested, enter your password and click Login to access your Trello account. If your account has additional authentication steps, such as a two-factor code, make sure you complete those as well. Once you've logged in, you'll find yourself on your Trello dashboard. On the left-hand sidebar, you'll see a list of workspaces. Locate the workspace you want to manage. When you've found it, click on the name of the workspace to reveal a drop-down menu. From there, select Settings to open the Workspace Settings page. Now, scroll down until you reach the section labeled Board Creation Restrictions. This is where you'll find the options to control who can create boards within this workspace. Look for the Change button next to each type of board restriction and click it to adjust the settings. Let's start with public boards. Public boards are visible to anyone on the internet, so managing their creation is critical. You'll see a few options: only workspace admins, nobody, or any workspace member. If you want to limit public board creation to just workspace administrators, select only workspace admins. If you want to block public board creation entirely, choose nobody. Alternatively, if your team requires open collaboration and you're comfortable with public boards, select any workspace member. Next, let's adjust the settings for workspace visible boards. These boards are only visible to members of your workspace. Again, you'll find options like only workspace admins, any workspace member, or nobody. Choosing only workspace admins keeps the creation of workspace visible boards restricted to admins, which is ideal for maintaining governance. Selecting any workspace member allows all members to create workspace visible boards, offering more flexibility. And finally, selecting nobody ensures that no one can create new workspace visible boards, which may be helpful for strict central control. Now, let's move on to private boards. Private boards are only accessible to specific people who are invited to them. To adjust this, you can choose from any workspace member, only workspace admins, or nobody. If you want all workspace members to have the ability to create private boards, select any workspace member. For tighter oversight, restrict this capability to administrators by choosing only workspace admins. And if you want to make sure all new boards are visible to the workspace, select nobody to block the creation of private boards entirely. Once you've made your selections for public, workspace visible, and private boards, the changes will automatically be applied to this workspace. If you manage multiple workspaces and want the same settings applied, simply repeat this process for each workspace. And that's it. You now have the tools to manage board creation restrictions in Trello, ensuring your workspace operates exactly the way you need it to. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe.